All right, BC, let's get it indeed. Main event time, Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Gervonta Davis, the 135-pound belt holder whose .957 knockout percentage is second highest of all Ring Magazine ranked fighters behind light heavyweight champ Artur Beterbiev. He passed his first test on the scale and now faces a different kind of test in Santa Cruz, thought to be the physically smaller of the two, but he showed off added muscle when he weighed in for the biggest opportunity of his career.
One of the most important things, they're not huge edges, but the height and reach for Leo Santa Cruz, he believes they're going to have to be his ticket to a win in this fight. And after alluded to it, he's got to fight tall and he's got to use that height and reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Alamo Dome here in the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Mayweather Promotions, TGB Promotions, GTD Promotions, Santa Cruz Boxing Club, and Showtime. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from San Antonio, Texas, it's showtime! Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting, current, reigning and defending, undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta the renowned four-division world champion, the current WBA featherweight world champion, and the current reigning and defending WBA super-featherweight champion of the world, introducing Leo El Terremoto Santa Cruz.
You received the pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones, protect yourself, protégete todo el tiempo. Give me a clean fight, una pelea limpia. Buena suerte, good luck. Hit it.
Referee Rafael Ramos, 30 years experience, his 483rd pro bout. Both Santa Cruz and Davis, a combined 23-1 in major title fights. Santa Cruz usually throws punches like internet trolls throw shade. He wanted to silence his critics, and he just called out one of the biggest punchers in Gervonta Davis. There's a reason Davis is Mike Tyson's favorite fighter. And this is round number one, the 130-pound belt holder, Santa Cruz, in black, green, orange, and gold. The 135-pound belt holder, Gervonta Davis, in the red, white, and green. And there's a counter, left uppercut by Davis. So much as Al Santa Cruz wants to establish the jab.
Yes, he does.
Abner, you've been in the ring twice with Santa Cruz. You trained to face Davis. What are you picking up early on?
I like how Santa Cruz is trying to stay disciplined with that jab and not extend the jab, because when he does that, I already saw early on that Davis counter punches with that left.
Yeah, that left uppercut has been there.
The combination punching of Santa Cruz can push Davis back.
Again, Davis winding up with that left uppercut. Already blood on the face of Leo Santa Cruz.
Bridge of his nose, it looks like.
There's a right hand, a right hook behind the guard. Santa Cruz comes back with a right, bounced off Davis' glove.
Well, this fight is starting out the way Davis wants it to.
He's a pressure fighter in this fight. He's pressuring the bully that Santa Cruz is used to, being the bully, pushing a fighter back. But now we see Davis picking his punches. As Santa Cruz at moments, he does land also.
Davis off to a quick start, of course, apparently made weight fairly easily, and then begins to fade. That's where Santa Cruz wants to bring Davis, is into the deeper waters as they exchange. Davis pushed down, referee rules it, no knockdown. And the just over 9,000 fans in attendance, if the introductions were any indication, all the fans might be cheering
This was not a knockdown, but instead a slip. It came at a time when Santa Cruz was being aggressive.
You can't fight him on the inside.
Now, there was a jab that landed and a right hand kind of off the top of
their feet.
But it was their feet that created the going down for Davis. So not called a knockdown. And another look at it will demonstrate that it was their feet that kind of got wrapped up with each other, even though Santa Cruz was pushing forward. An appropriate call on that in what was a very interesting round one.
The bell and round number 2. Davis has never been down as a pro. Santa Cruz delivering the jab, trying to split the guard, leads with the right hand, putting pressure on Davis early in round 2.
He thinks he can push Davis back in this fight. Will that be the proper move for him? He's landing some nice punches.
Well, Abner, the narrative coming in was that Santa Cruz was the smaller guy. We saw at the weigh-in, he had added muscle, and that does not seem to be the case against definitely a more compact, harder puncher.
You want to push a Davis back. He doesn't know how to fight backwards.
Davis turns 26 next Saturday. Santa Cruz turned 32 in August. So the youth is on the side of Davis. Just misses with that counter left uppercut that has been there for him.
Yeah, you feel that's going to be an important weapon for Davis. He's trying very hard to get it in. He has to be careful throwing it from too far out. He was countered by Santa Cruz.
Just past the midpoint of round 2. Compelling confrontation, and already so much to absorb. Oh, but Davis! There goes the sportsmanship. Davis' temper getting the better of him there.
You can forget about that now. There's some frustration on his part.
And that's not always a good thing for a fighter. If you get frustrated, you start draining yourself also mentally. And, Santa Cruz doing a fantastic job in this second round.
And Davis leaving the distractions of his life in Baltimore, spent 15 weeks in Las Vegas at the Mayweather Boxing Gym, said that he would like to hold all of his camps there because of the lack of distractions and the ability to focus. But Santa Cruz now unloading on Davis. Davis rolling with some of those shots and avoiding the right hand, but it is Santa Cruz putting on pressure.
It's the combination punching of Santa Cruz. When he is at his best, those combinations flow, but there's that left uppercut from Davis.
Davis timing that left uppercut counter. Good stuff through 2 rounds.
Well, if round 1 was intriguing, round 2 was exciting. And this, again, would be going to the canvas, but not for a punch. That was, pretty blatant throwdown. And this is where Santa Cruz had pushed Davis back and was landing some shots. Not getting everything in there, but throwing combinations and trying to push Davis against the ropes. His mission to back Davis up, which is not the normal posture for Gervonta Davis.
This is round number 3, scheduled for 12. Both belts on the line. Davis 135-pound title. Santa Cruz 130-pound strap.
You get the feeling Davis his adapting so far to being pushed back is that he's going to want to try to land that counter left hand, a big power punch. And that's the thing that Santa Cruz has to really be careful of, because Davis can land that shot and hurt you.
Santa Cruz wants to keep Davis corralled in the corner, but there's that counter left from Davis, allows him to escape. Santa Cruz taking small steps, and there's a left hook. Again, the left hand missed with the right uppercut. You know the crowd is going to react. And again, Davis getting physical. He wanted to showcase his boxing technique. It was the estimable Emmanuel Stewart who said knockouts sell, and knockouts have been Davis' calling card. But he's going to have to dig down deep into those tricks here on Halloween to try to solve a guy who's been a champion in 4 different weight classes.
Davis starting to use the jab, and he has a good jab. It's an underused punch sometimes for him, but it is effective.
As Santa Cruz's Twitch signed up for a Twitch account yet. Inquiring minds want to know. Left hook by Santa Cruz, another left hand upstairs.
Well, this is a fight being fought right in the pocket, and that may be a surprise to some people because we thought Santa Cruz was going to have a little more movement, but it's a pocket fight.
He loves to pump up the volume, and there again, Davis comes back with a couple of left hands, goes to the body.
And look at the difference. When Davis is the aggressor, you see a totally different fight going towards Davis.
A lot of nervous energy from Santa Cruz. Davis seems, other than that momentary lapse in judgment when he threw Santa Cruz to the ground, seems focused, seems measured. Final 10 seconds of the third. Both fighters headlining their first pay-per-view here tonight. Davis versus Santa Cruz.
Estás cansando. Aguántale, chico. Back up.
So we've already seen Gervonta Davis, advanced counter-punching ability. And now here, beginning of round 4, Leo Santa Cruz double and triple pumping with the jab.
He's very economical in his punches compared, of course, to Santa Cruz, who we've said sometimes throws upward. It's the ability to land for Davis, to land with power, that means something.
There, Santa Cruz digging to the body. Meanwhile, Davis looking for the angle for that uppercut.
You don't always see Davis in that kind of defensive posture that he's in with his hands really high.
Well, you're working with Floyd Mayweather, you better learn defense. And there's Santa Cruz through the right, and Davis now loading up again with the left uppercut, right hook by Davis, but Santa Cruz still looking to establish the jab, but he's getting hit.
Oh, and those left hooks.
An eruption from the crowd here at the Alamo Dome. This main event delivering already here in round 4. Lead right hook by Davis.
Is this the right strategy for Santa Cruz? He's getting some good work done, but he's taking power punches. Walked in, we thought he would box against Jose Luis Castillo. He stood in the pocket and battled. At first we thought it was a bad idea. Turned out to be a good idea. What will happen tonight?
If this fight turns into 1/10, the fight of Corrales-Castillo 1, this is going to be an all-time classic.
Listen, I think Santa Cruz is doing a great job. I think he's doing the right thing. The first half of the fight, I'm going to box, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then before he wants to get in some rounds in and doing a fantastic job. Both ends, David and Santa Cruz, what a fight.
Under a minute left in the 4th. Davis walking down Santa Cruz. Davis has gone to the body with the right hook. The high guard. There's that long range jab from Santa Cruz.
Boy, you saw the jab and you saw there, that counter uppercut is just poised for Davis. And even when he doesn't throw it, you can see he's ready to throw it.
Double jab, then the left hand downstairs by Davis, avoids those punches from Santa Cruz, and again stabs Santa Cruz in the belly with the left. There's a jab to the midsection by Davis. Rounds are flying by here at the Alamo Dome. We are through 4.
Gervonta Davis getting that straight left hand in. That's one of his big power punches, and Santa Cruz trying to counter off that. The uppercut of Davis has been a very, very important weapon. The right hook getting in there, but then here he comes with that uppercut on the inside. I'll tell you what, Santa Cruz is taking some big punches from Davis, and he's hanging in there right now. Now, he did have his good offensive moments. He would land the uppercut on the inside. This is the difference. Santa Cruz is a pure combination puncher. Abner, you know that better than anybody.
Yes, he is, and he could be overwhelming. That could be overwhelming.
Santa Cruz has thrown 241 punches to 160 for Davis. That's not surprising.
This is round number 5. Davis leaning on his front foot. High guard, both of them. Double, triple jab by Santa Cruz as he tries to move forward. Davis moving to his left into the power alley of Santa Cruz.
Leo has to keep touching him with that jab. Have Davis be thinking.
Davis crouching down. He'll like to crouch down, shoot counters that his opponents rarely see coming. We've seen that on occasion tonight. Ready to spring out. There's that lead right hook by Davis.
One of the weapons that Santa Cruz has found in this fight, and he wants to get back to it, is his own left hook, which is not normally his money punch, but he's kind of found a home for it.
delivers a right. We talk about Santa Cruz combination punches. Difficulty putting them together here in the fifth as we move past the midpoint, as that left bomb is always ready to be returned. When you're taking shots from a guy like Davis, that's saying something. Remember, only one man has gone the distance in Davis's career. 23-0, 22 knockouts now. Santa Cruz trying to swarm Davis.
He's not getting hit a lot with some of those combinations.
But when Leo does that, he keeps Davis busy. When Leo stays in the bag like that, he gives Davis the opportunity to land that 1-2, pick his punches. But when Santa Cruz is aggressive, despite him landing or not, 1 or 2 punches is going to land. You know, he keeps Davis, on his back foot.
Right.
Final 15 seconds of the fifth.
Much more tactical round.
Yeah, I was going to say pace abating a bit as both of them try to continue to collect data. As Davis again goes downstairs with a left uppercut, sweeping right hook upstairs. Round at number 6. Davis, Santa Cruz's first left-handed opponent since March of 2014, when Santa Cruz successfully defended his 122 title against Christian Mijares. Oh, and there's a right downstairs by Santa Cruz that landed with a nice thud.
And of course, we saw his dad in there, taking a look and what must be going on in his mind. Nice right hand by Santa Cruz.
Really good work from Santa Cruz. He's investing on the body, and that's something you want to do, especially in this 6th round, going into a fight, because as the game plan that he mentioned is to pressure Tank Davis even more after the half of the fight.
They are so convinced in that corner that after the 6th, 7th round, they're going to own Davis. They better hope that that's the case.
Yes.
But he is doing some fantastic work here, Santa Cruz.
They both are chucking leather, and a mark now, a mouse beginning to form under the right eye of Gervonta Davis. So they are throwing punches and bunches here in the 6th. Combinations. There's that lead left uppercut on the inside by Davis.
His combinations have been precise in landing.
And that was south of the equator. Went low with that one. Santa Cruz did not eat up much of the 5 minutes allotted for him to recover, and they continue here.
I think if I was Santa Cruz, I would have taken more time to get myself together.
No punches, that's it.
Not in the Santa Cruz DNA.
I was just going to say, Leo Santa Cruz do that? No.
That'd be ridiculous, huh?
There's a left hand by Davis, under a minute left in the 6th. Davis now putting together power shots. Landed another thudding left hook. Santa Cruz standing there, taking it. And coming forward with punches of his own. Scintillating stuff here in the 6th round. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, 2 champions with the hearts of champions.
If Davis thought Santa Cruz was going to fold from his... Oh, my!
There is a lethal left uppercut.
He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still undefeated, and now the WBA super featherweight and lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.
Welcome back, guys. What a devastating knockout from Tank Davis in that Santa Cruz fight. He really showed why he's dangerous in this particular championship fight. That punch was something else, right? So this fight went down on October 31st, 2020 at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. It was a wild finish that's definitely going to be remembered for a long time. Now onto the current fight, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. This one's set for March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Now, to be honest, this one doesn't really get me too excited. Roach hasn't really made a big name for himself at lightweight. He's moved in between lightweight and super featherweight during his career, and his power isn't quite there to keep up with Tank. At this point in Davis's career, we're all hoping to see him face some more serious contenders, someone like Shakur Stevenson, for example. So what do you guys think? Now, personally, I feel that some of the buzz around the lightweight division has fizzled out, with the likes of Garcia, Haney, and Teofimo Lopez moving up to super lightweight. But I think if we get a unification fight between, say, Stevenson, Loma, and whoever wins out the Berinchik-Davis fight, which is going down tomorrow, then we might get some of that fire reignited back into the division. Anyway, leave your comments down below. Which lightweight champions do you want to see go toe-to-toe? And as always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next update. Peace.